Hello students. So far we had learned that some control statements in C which consist simple if statements, if else if statements, if else if ladder and switch case. Okay. So in my previous lectures I explained all these statements, that how it is used and by using some examples. Okay, but today we are going to learn a new concept which is known as loop. Loop means that is also known as iterative statements, means iteration. So what is iteration? Iteration is nothing but the repeated execution. Okay, suppose if you want to execute some set of statements or a certain block in your program repeatedly, then that time you have to use loop, means it is known as iterative statement. Okay, so before understanding the concept of iteration, I would like to explain you some examples. Suppose if in your program, okay, you know that every program must return in a main function, but in your program suppose there is a certain block, okay, and if you want to execute this block repeatedly, then that time you have to use the loop statement. See, I explain you that in your program execution there are three types of execution. First is selection execution, sequential execution. First is sequential, means whatever you write in a main program, means whatever statements you are specifying in your program, that executed sequentially. That means one by one execution, means the execution of such kind of statements happen one by one after another. Okay. Another type of execution is selection execution, in which you have to specify some control statements. For example, simple if else if ladder or switch case. Okay, so in that case what will happen when you specify some statements? Suppose for example, if you specify some condition in if and you mention one block and here you specify another block, okay, so this time the compiler has to decide which block he has to execute, and it is totally depend on the condition. If this condition is satisfied, then true block will be executed, but if this condition is not satisfied, then obviously false block, which is else block, get executed. This type of execution is known as selection execution. Why? Because compiler has to select either this block for execution or this block for execution, which is totally depend on the conditions. So such kind of execution is known as selection execution. Now, by using iteration statements, or we can say loop, okay, loop is nothing but the repeated execution. So whatever this block you are specifying in loop, okay, so that block gets executed repeatedly, means यहाँ ये block का बार-बार execution, means you can execute this block n number of times, means जितना आपको इसको आपको 100 बार execute करना है, you can execute this block at 100 times. Okay, so this execution happens repeatedly. Okay, so how it will happen and what statement you have to use for the iteration? Now let's see. Okay, C provides us three types of loop statements. That statements are, first is while loop, okay, the second is do while loop, and the third is for loop. So these three types of loop statements are supported by your C programming language. Now before understanding the syntax of all these statements, I would like to explain you the meaning of loop, means what actually required to set a loop. See what I said ki repeated execution, loop is nothing but the repeated execution of a certain set of statements. Means if you want a certain statements to execute repeatedly, or you want to execute that statement n number of times, then what you have to set? You have to set a loop. But what actually the loop requires? Every loop requires three things, and that three things are: first is loop control variable. Okay, so loop control variable means initialization of loop variable, or you can say loop control variable means the control of your loop, means you can execute the set of statement as many as time as you want, but it will, who will going to count that? Suppose you want to execute that set of statement 10 times or 100 times, then somebody is there to count the execution. Okay, so here we need to specify one variable which is also known as loop control variable to control the execution of your loop, and that variable has to initialize first. Okay, the second thing is the condition which actually the uses of your relational operators. Okay, so condition, you have to specify the condition which is also known as the end point of your loop. Means here you specify, by giving the condition you can specify the end step of your execution. So this condition is also known as the loop termination, means condition specified for the loop termination. So condition is called loop termination. Okay, and the third thing is increment and decrement of your loop control variable. Means you can say update of that loop control variable, or you can say that means updates, that is increment or decrement of loop control variable. So you must every loop must have these 3 points, means every loop must consist these 3 points. So before executing the loop, here I am going to explain you by giving an example that if you want to print the first and natural number from 1 to 10, then you need first a loop variable. Suppose I declare one variable, that is int, okay, x. Okay, now initialization of loop controller. Here I am initializing the value 1 to x. Okay, now I am using a loop. Okay, so loop is you can use any of one of these 3 loop statements. Here I am just explaining that how these 3 points consist a loop. Okay, how these 3 points are used in a loop. Okay, so first is initialization of your loop control variable. So here I am taking one variable, that is x, and initializing a value 1 to that variable. Now here I am going to print, that is printf %d new line character. I am using new line character and the value of x. Okay, now here in loop, and suppose in loop I am giving a condition that x less than equals to 10. Okay, so this point is this point is this. Okay, here I am specifying the condition to terminate the loop. Now see the execution. Just try to understand. I hope you understood this concept. Okay, so this printf %d. Now I am increment the value of x by using increment operator x plus plus. In my previous lecture where I explained the operators in C programming language, there I explained you how the increment and decrement operator use. Okay, these are unary operators, and when you put the plus plus sign in front of x, that the compiler increase the value of x by 1, or you can write x is equals to x plus 1, means whatever the value x have, it will add 1 to x and assign to the x. Okay, so either you have to write this or this to update the value. Now what happens? See how the loop executed. See, what is the value of x? 1. Okay, so 1 here I am putting the value 1. 1 is less than 10. Yes, the condition is true. Okay, now the compiler entered in a loop block and it print the value of x, which is 1. Okay, now plus plus, it increased the value by 1. So what is the value of x? 1, and it is increased by 1. Now the x becomes 2. Okay, now it again pass to check the condition. Okay, now see, check the condition again. So 2, this time the value of x is 2. 2 is less than 10. Yes, the condition is true. Again, the printf statement get executed. It will print the value of x, that is 2. Okay. Now, it increased the value by 1. Now, the value of x is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now, the value of x is 3. Again, it passed to check the condition. So, 3 is less than 10. Yes. If condition is true, then it entered in the loop block. So when it entered in the loop block, it gets printf statement. It prints the value of x, that is 3, and increase the value of x by 1, which is now x become 4. Again, 4 is less than 10. Yes, it will print the 4. Okay, then increase the value 5. 5 is less than 10. Yes, the condition is true. Then it print. Okay. And so on. Okay, ऐसे चलता रहेगा, ऐसा रिपीटेड एग्जीक्यूशन चलता रहेगा. जब वो क्या करेगा? 9 प्रिंट. जब x की वैल्यू 9 हो जाएगी, वो प्रिंट करेगा. ओके, देन इट अगेन पास टू चेक द कंडीशन. सी 9 प्रिंट हो गया. यहाँ पे 9 plus 1 10. Now the value of x is 10. Then again it pass to check the condition. 10 is less than 10. No, equals to 10. Yes, condition is true. Then it will print 10, the value 10. Okay, now plus plus 10 plus 1, now the x becomes 11. Okay, now see the condition. Again it pass to check the condition. 11 is less than 10. No. Equals to 10. No. So the loop gets terminated. The loop gets terminated. Here the execution stops. Okay, I hope you understand how the execution gets, how this state of statement of this block gets executed. Okay, it's totally depend on the conditions. Okay, as soon as the condition becomes false, the loop gets terminated. That's why the condition is also known as loop termination point. Means condition is used to terminate your loop. And updates. There must be updates of your loop control variable. It might be increment or it might be decrement. Okay, so ये increment भी हो सकता है और decrement भी हो सकता है. So I hope you understood all these things. Okay, so these, if once you understand these 3 points for using a loop, you can easily use either while loop, do while loop, or for loop. Okay, now let's start while loop. So here I am starting. Once you understand the loop, what is loop? So every loop requires 3 statements, and that 3 statements are initialization of your loop control variable, condition to terminate the loop, and updations of your loop control variable value. Means the value get update. Means it might be a increment or decrement. Now let us learn the while loop in your C programming language. Okay, so the syntax of your while loop is syntax while condition. Okay, here you can add statements. You can add one or more statements in a block. Okay, then increment and decrement statement must be there. Increment or decrement statements. Okay, to update the value of your loop control variable and the block. This block is known as body of loop. Okay, so while means it execute as soon as while is a keyword. Okay, so as soon as the C compiler find this while statement in your program, it is ready to execute the block, the body of loop, the block to execute repeatedly. Okay, it is ready to execute repeatedly. So let's take an example to understand the while loop. But what is the syntax? You must remember the syntax. See, if the condition is true, then it will enter in a loop block which is known as body of loop, and the statement get executed. Once the statement executed, after that it decrement or it update the value of your loop control variable, and again the control pass to check the condition. If again the condition is true, then this block again get executed, and again it update the value, either increment or decrement, and whatever the value get from this block, from this statement, okay, it again pass to check the condition. Okay, if again the condition is true, then again the block get executed. So it will happen until the condition becomes the false. As soon as the condition becomes false, the loop get terminate. That means it directly execute the statement X and so on. Whatever statements you are specifying after this loop get executed. Okay, so I hope you understood what is a loop. Now let us take an example to understand the while loop statement. Okay, suppose I want to print the first and natural number from 1 to 10. Okay, here I am taking the same example. Okay, so see, main in this program. Okay. In this program, I'm not writing here hash include stdio.h and hash include conio, but you have to write this program. And this program is to print the first and natural number. Okay, so main after this int x, which I am using as loop control variable. Okay. So here I am initializing variable value 1. Okay, then CLR SCR. Okay, now here I am using while loop, while, okay, x greater than equals to less than equals to 10. Now the block is first I am printing printf. Okay, new line character, new line, print the value of x. Okay, now x plus. Here get ch. It's very simple. See, the value of x is 1. Okay, while 1, here I am taking a 1. 1 is less than 10. Yes or no? Yes, the condition is truly satisfied. So the block get executed, that is print x, the value of x is 1. So the output is 1. Okay, now the value of x is increased by 1, that is 2. Then again the control of a program pass to check the condition with the new value. Okay, so 2, now the value of x is 2. 2 is less than 10, yes, condition is true. Then again it will print 2. Okay, that value of x is increased by 1, that is 3. So again 3 is less than 10, yes, and so on. Okay, ऐसा चलता रहेगा. अगर यहाँ पे जब x की वैल्यू 9 हो जाएगी, 9 प्रिंट कर दिया, अब क्या होगा? x plus plus. Okay, so क्या होगा plus plus? Tan. Okay, tan is less than 10? No, equals to 10? Yes, condition is true, so it will be tan. And now the value of x again increased by 1. After 10, 11. So now the value of x, now it passed to check the condition. 11 is less than 10? Yes or no? No. So condition is false. Okay? As soon as the condition becomes false, the loop gets terminated and it transformed to this statement, that is get ch, and the program gets end. So in this way you can execute the while loop. Suppose, for example, one more example I am going to explain over here, that is, suppose if you want to print the first and natural number in the reverse order, that is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 up to 1. Okay? So the start value, which is the initialization, the start value, which is also known as the start value. Okay? And you always specify your end value here in conditions. This that much time will get executed. Now here the condition will be changed, means x greater than equals to 1. Okay? Now see, the value of x is 10. Now tan is greater than 1? Yes. So it will print the value of 10. Now here plus plus 11. So I don't want to print 11. If you want to print 11? No. So here I want to print the 9. So in that case I have to decrease the value of x, that is minus. Okay, so 10 minus 1, 9. Now again the control of your program pass to check the condition. Now the value of x is 9. 9 is greater than 1. Yes, so it will print the 9 print. उसके बाद में डिक्रीमेंट है. So 9 minus 1, again it pass to check. 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 is greater than 1. Yes, condition is true. So 8 print हो जाएगा. Minus 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 is greater than 1. So 7 print हो जाएगा. Again 7 minus 1, 6. 6 is greater than 1. 6 print हो जाएगा और ऐसा चलते रहेगा माइनस. Now जब 1 आएगा, okay? So if the value of x is 1, 1 is greater than 1? No. 1 equals to 1? Yes. Condition is true. So true है तो 1 print हो जाएगा. Now 1 minus 1, 0. Again the control of a program pass to check the next condition, that is 0. Now let's see. 0 is greater than 1? No. Equals to 1? No. The condition is false, and as soon as the condition becomes false, the loop get terminated, and your loop get terminated, and after that the get ch will be executed. So in this way you can use the loop statement in your program. So loop is nothing but the repeated execution of a particular set of statements. Means if you want to execute some set of statement repeatedly or n number of times, so that time you have to use the loop. Okay? Now here I am explaining while loop, and I hope you understood the while loop very well. Now see, one thing I want to tell you, that is while loop is also known as entry control loop. Okay? So it is known as entry control loop, and do while loop is known as exit control. So it is entry loop and do while is known as exit loop. So why it is so? So see the syntax, to understand why it is so, let me explain first the syntax of your do while loop. Okay? So what is the syntax of your do while loop? So do, okay, and block and while, and here you have to put the condition and semicolon, and whatever the statement you want to execute repeatedly, you have to specify that statements under this block. Okay, whatever, increment or decrement. Okay, so do while. Now see what will happen in this do while. See, here you are mentioning do. Do is also a keyword. Okay, so do. So without evaluating any condition, the control of a program directly entered in a loop block. Okay, and start the execution of the statement whatever you specify in the body of loop. And after executing the statement, when the control comes at the end of this loop statement, he will find the condition. And if this condition is truly satisfied, then and then only it will take the repeated execution of your loop block. Okay, so ये condition अगर true है तो वो फिर से उसी ब्लॉक को एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए ऊपर जाएगा. ओके, लेकिन what is the main difference of while and do while? So while block जब भी वो आप एंटर होते हैं तो while ब्लॉक में आपको पहले कंडीशन स्पेसिफाई करनी पड़ती है, जबकि do while में ऐसा नहीं है. ठीक है, so in do while first you have the control of a program entered in a loop block. At least even though the condition is false, at least one time the block get executed. अगर उसका condition false भी है first time में तो भी ये loop block एक time तो भी execute होगा, लेकिन while loop में ऐसा नहीं है. Okay, so that's why it is known as exit control loop statement, and while statement is also known as entry control loop statement. So I hope you understood this and try to do the programs. In my next lecture I am explain you some more programs using while loop and do while loop. Okay, so for that, thank you.